Hey guys, Justin Williams here, Dirt Time Adventures. Decided to shoot a quick Dirt Time Tidbit this morning on my ride home. I've been fighting a real bad chest cold for the last 4 days, man, just kicking my butt. And really got a lot of videos I need to be shooting. I want to be sure I'm putting out quality content on a regular basis. It's just, man, I've just been down and out in bed for the last 4 days, and so this morning on my way home from work I decided that I wanted to get a nice warm breakfast, and so I wanted to share a little bit of a Dirt Time tidbit on mindset. And it's important that we're always evolving in the way we think. And you know, I went up, and I'm not going to tell you the restaurant, but it's a local fast food chain that every one of us probably have. And I pulled in, got me a nice breakfast sandwich and French toast breakfast sandwich, and it was pretty good. I probably gave away the restaurant, but anyways, when I got to check out, it was like $9, and I was like, holy cow, it's like better be one of the best freaking breakfast sandwiches I've ever eaten, man, for $9. And that's a lot of money to spend on a stupid breakfast sandwich. I could have got a giant burger at another restaurant. But anyways, here's the dilemma I had after I paid for it. I mean, I ordered it, so I felt the necessity to go ahead and pay for it. I should have looked at the menu better. But the thing I'm coming to realize the older I get is that time, or that money is time, and time is money. You know, that the world philosophy is that time is money, and the countercultural view of that is that money is time. And you know, time is precious. You can't get that back. And the question I have to ask myself, if that breakfast sandwich cost me $9 and some change, almost $10, and the average American gets paid $10 an hour, then I have to stop and ask myself, I just spent an hour of my life for a breakfast sandwich. Seriously, would you give an hour of your life for a breakfast sandwich? I mean, seriously, just stop to think about that. If I offered you a pancake or a breakfast sandwich and said, would you trade this for an hour of your life? We'd be like, no, that's so stupid. There's no way I'd give an hour of my life for a breakfast sandwich. And here's where it becomes challenging, is you got to ask yourself, would it take me, could I make that breakfast sandwich in that same amount of time, that same hour? And here's the thing, I'm not saying it's wrong to go spend $9 on a breakfast sandwich. What I'm saying is you got to measure the amount of time that you gave to that breakfast sandwich. You know, I know it seems silly. We're talking about an hour and we're talking about $9, but in the long term, we're talking about your life. And every time I go and buy a $9, $10 breakfast sandwich or fast food item, you know, is it worth an hour of my life? What are some better choices that I could be making as far as food, as far as my purchases? Because my long-term goal is to be self-sufficient and sustainable with very little income. And, you know, I'm the world's worst when it comes to impulse buying for food, because I've been sick for 4 days, so I want a nice warm breakfast that I don't have to cook. But at what cost? At what cost? And that's the dilemma, guys. So I want to challenge you to think about money from the mindset of time. And anytime you're considering making a purchase, especially in that $10 range, and you figure you're making a $50 purchase, a $100 purchase, you ask yourself that same question. is whatever I'm looking at buying worth giving up an hour of my life, 10 hours of my life, 50 hours of my life? Because that's in turn what you're saying. It's not just $9 for a breakfast sandwich. I had to work an hour to make that $9. I make more than that, so but you get the point. If I was to make $10 an hour, then I gave up an hour of my life to eat that sandwich. In return, I could have went home and probably fried up some bacon and eggs and chunked it on a piece of toast and been done in about 25 minutes. And it cost me very little. And, these guys out here that are just gun-ho, gear snobs is what my friend Jeremy Gwynn calls them. You want me to go and fork out all this money for these products so that I can live sustainably and enjoy the outdoors. And at the end of the day, you know what? You're not asking me to spend my money. You're asking me to give my life. And that's the way I got to look at it. And I got mad props for these guys doing product reviews. I understand why they do them, but I just think there's got to be a balance to it all. And everything we do, there's got to be balance. And I really want to challenge you guys. I know this rambling going a little bit longer than I anticipated, but seriously, consider money as time and ask yourself, would I give an hour of my life for this breakfast sandwich? And it's probably not a breakfast sandwich for you, but you get the point. And so, well, guys, thank you. I'm hoping to have some more videos posted in the next week. I was planning on getting some woodworking done and some tools made for you guys. It just didn't happen with being laid up sick for 4 days. So I want to thank all my subscribers and all my friends and family who support everything I do. And I want to encourage you guys to continue to check out some of my past videos if you haven't watched them. And as always, guys, keep it practical, primitive, and prepared.